Hey, what's going on, G-Dot family? It is your boy G-Dot back with another inspirational, dedicational, motivational video. And let's get straight into it. We asking Florida billionaires how they got rich. And you know, Florida is the retirement home of America, if you didn't know. It's cheap, sunset. Everybody comes here, like literally most retirement homes, I believe in any state is in Florida. But let's get straight into the video.
Millionaire?
I'm not a millionaire, but according to Forbes, I'm a billionaire. Does Forbes lie? I don't know.
But that's not all. Because like I said, I'm going to be interviewing not one billionaire, but two of them. So you're a billionaire.
That's crazy.
Yes, multi-billionaire.
What was the most amount of money that you made in a single year?
November 1st, 2021. That's the day we sold body armor to Coca-Cola for $8 billion, and that was the most money that ever came into my account.
Jesus.
And the craziest part, you guys, most people go their entire life.
They moved $8 billion into your account. I know it. I know, like, don't get me wrong. It makes sense. I'm not acting like that's impossible because it makes sense. You know, how they're going to give you the money in increments. Like, of course they give it to you at one time. But the fact that it's that much money circulating that someone or a company can clearly transfer $8 billion to somebody is absolutely ridiculous.
Lives without ever speaking to a billionaire. And in this video,
Absolutely
I'm gonna be meeting up
ridiculous.
with and interviewing two of them in less than 1 hour. But before we do that, you guys, since I'm in a literal billionaire hub out here in Florida, I'm gonna be hitting the streets to go and find the hidden wealth that is out here in one of the richest states in America.
Listen, the real billionaire secret is there's no secret. You set out to make 100 grand and then you make $1 billion.
So this video is about to be insane from start to finish, so stay tuned until the end. With that being said, come with me to meet some billionaires. Excuse me, sir. Sir, is this your Rolls Royce?
Yes.
And how did you get a Rolls Royce? What did you do to become wealthy?
See all these beautiful buildings around here with all these great retail tenants?
Yes.
That's what I do. I own and operate retail shopping centers throughout the state of Florida.
How long have you been in real estate for?
20
Now
years.
that is actually one thing I have noticed. I have not say recently, but within the last few years, all these malls are owned by somebody. So like the people that own these malls or have stakes in these malls making so much money, especially a profitable.
8 years.
Over these 28 years, what was the most amount of money you made in a single year?
I'm not going to tell you that.
Could you give me a range?
No.
More than $10 million?
A lot more.
More than 100?
I'm not going to tell you. They're going to get me kidnapped.
Yeah, I go all over the world. I go all over the world interviewing millionaires and billionaires. Can I get 1 minute with you for our channel?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
How much real estate do you own now?
I own a lot of real estate.
Do you think a home is a good investment?
The home is a terrible investment. The home is not an investment.
But a lot of people would disagree with that, though.
Right, I get that all the time, and I argue this point with people over and over, and I actually own a home, and I can tell you it's the stupidest investment you could make. It is not an investment, neither is this car, it's not an investment, it's a luxury item you want to have. And I can take you back over time, homes don't always go up in price. The problem is most people that are 40 years old and younger have never seen a bad real estate market. I've lived through them, and by the way, homes do go down in price.
So if somebody has
That's true.
$100,000 saved up right now, where would you put that money in today's world?
I'd go right into a commercial property, I'd find an asset class you like. The truth is, multifamily is the easiest one to get into. You could buy a duplex, a triplex, put $100,000 down, you could easily buy a $300,000-$400,000 property. You need to manage it yourself, you need to lease it yourself, you need to take care of it, running all the books yourself, learn the game. Fix it up, keep it going, then eventually you can refinance it, pull some cash out of that and go buy another.
What's the best time to buy real estate?
Always the best time to buy real estate.
Always?
Always the best time to buy real estate.
What
Because
about
you
a
can't
bad
replace
market?
land.
Always the best time. If it's a bad market, it's a good time to buy, and if it's a good market, it's a good time to buy. You always want to be buying real estate.
Why?
Because it's generational. And if you're not going in with the flip, this is not like wholesaling and trying to get in and out. If you're going in and saying, I'm going to buy this property and I'm going to keep it for 10, 20, 30 years, it's always a good time to buy. And by the way, nobody
True.
can time a market, so you can watch all the stuff you want on the news, all the stuff you want in the newspapers. None of it's right. If anybody really knew, they'd be the richest man on earth. And one of them, Warren Buffett, will tell you all the time, you can't time anything.
What's your name?
Todd Napola.
Todd, the majority of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. What keeps people broke in today's world?
Lack of financial education. You know, I was never a great student in school, but the schools simply do not teach you what to do when you get out of school. They teach you how
That's
to be
true.
good at history, math, science, and so on and so forth. They teach you how to get into college, but they don't teach you how to get a mortgage, how to balance a checkbook.
And that's 100% true. Even when you get to college, they don't teach you anything about finance. They don't teach you how to do your taxes in college. They don't teach you how to actually do anything, like really, like any real life activity. The only class I've ever taken that showed me how to do real life things was my driver's ed. Everything from high school I don't use, bro. Like I know some, like have some common knowledge about shit, but when are you really gonna use algebra? You know, like that doesn't really make sense to me. Like we're learning pre-calculus. I'm never using this again, bro. I'm a psychology major. I'm not using this shit.
what to do with credit card debt, what's good debt, what's bad debt, why you should be buying a business, not buying a damn jet ski. That's what they don't teach you.
So let me ask you this. If you can instill one money lesson in every person watching this video right now, what would that be?
Don't listen to the masses. The masses are entirely wrong. The masses are going to tell you the right thing to do is to save in your 401k and your IRA account. It's going to tell you to buy a house and pay it off in 30 years and hope you get a job with possibly a pension and you're going to be okay. You won't. Take care of yourself. Be financially responsible.
Did you ever have anybody that doubted you in business?
Oh yeah, you're going to have a lot of doubters, but doubters don't necessarily doubt you because they don't think you could do it. They're just afraid you might do something that they're not doing, and then they got to hold themselves accountable. And that's a big problem for people. So don't worry about what people tell you. No, do your own thing, stay in your own game, and keep chugging forward.
What did you learn about entrepreneurship that surprised you?
It's way better to be an entrepreneur. Most people think it's scarier, but it's way better to be an entrepreneur than to work for someone else.
Do you think everybody's built for entrepreneurship?
Oh no, I think a lot of people think they are, but when you find out what it's like to be the boss, it's not always that much fun.
How old are you now?
52.
And if me and you died tomorrow and you could leave one more guiding principle to the younger generation, what would that be?
What worries me for your generation specifically, I have two daughters your age, is this image that's out there and everybody's competing against a non-existent thing. What I mean by that is you guys are seeing guys, especially in Miami, in Lamborghinis at 20 years old and living in penthouses. Everybody has a penthouse in Miami. There's not that many, but everybody seems to live in one. And there's an illusion that it's so easy and everybody has it and they give them some stress. And you know, I'm gonna tell you, I have a guy in my office who I let borrow one of my cars because he won a bet with me as a joke. And he literally took pictures of the car and he posted a picture of himself on Instagram. And the other day he was down and I'm like, what's wrong? He's like, everybody's doing better than me. I see it all over Instagram. And I said, you're that guy. You didn't put in your post, that's my car. You're doing the same thing. It's just an illusion. Nobody gets there quick. Yes, there's gonna be some rich kids, but whether you're gonna be the best lawyer, the best architect, the best real estate guy, whatever it is, it's gonna take a lot of time. So don't count other people's money. Don't compare against them because remember, comparison is the thief of joy. As long as you're making forward progress and having fun, it's gonna be great.
You got amazing advice, my friend.
That was honestly the best piece of advice for any younger generation, any younger person, any person that's even having self-doubt, because the internet is fake. Social media is 100% fake. But everything, if not, I want to say like 50%, not even 50, 80%, 90% of everything you see on social media is fake. Well, 95, because fake is either 100% fake or it's instigated beef and people are working together behind the scenes. None of this is really real, bro. Even people you seeing taking jets everywhere, taking trips everywhere. Ask yourself, how many people do you really think have the money to pay all their bills, book a trip, go on the trip and do what they want to do and not penny pinch, and then come home and still have enough money to like completely live their life like nothing happened? Not that many people.
Thank you so much for
It's
your
been
time.
a lot of fun.
Guys, I just interviewed one of the richest real estate entrepreneurs in the country, and I want you all to understand something right now. Look, I've interviewed over 25 billionaires, the richest people on the planet, and you know what they all have in common? Every single one of them, they all invest in real estate. But here's the crazy thing, you guys. Next week, on Monday, September 22nd,
I'm gonna take a pause on this one because I already know what's coming next, but I do want to say I appreciate this interview because it showed me that it's a lot of people that you got to start talking to and start looking into, because it's so many people that's making money so many different ways that you just kind of can get lost in oh, I got to do this, I got to do that. There's a million different ways to get money. You don't have to specifically do it through investments. You can make your money through business. You don't have to do it through business. You can make your money through social media. You don't have to make your money through social media. You can make your money doing music. It's like, it's so many different things you can do. You got to just expand your horizon. That's why you always gonna be watching interviews, always gotta stay up to date with things. I'm gonna make a second part to this video because I want to make sure everybody watches the full interview with both of them. So part 2 will be coming later today, and let me know what you think in the comments about the video.